and you're watching Pro Teaches News. Ooh, is somebody talking about pros? Not that kind of pro. See you there.
Hey guys, welcome to another Pro Teacher 2. Today with me, Pika.
Hey again.
And today we are continuing our Just Imagine Stan Lee coverage with Stan Lee creating Robin with John Byrne. Yep, and on a lonely rooftop in downtown Los Angeles, a startling savage fight is waged. Give it up, you young fool. You haven't a chance. And the way this kid fights, I wish I believed that, but no clown in a costume will stop me from what I gotta do. What is it that you've got to do? Why does it involve you're fighting me? A strange way to begin our tale, perhaps, but things get stranger still. Obviously, this is meant to be a little bit poking fun at the pre-crisis books that would open up with an opening scene, and then we find how we got there.
Ah ja, in media res.
Pre-crisis did that a lot.
I may have come across that.
Yep. In fact, a lot of times a lot of writers were given the covers and told to make a story out of it. That's fine. Why so many times you have this whacked out covers, and then the cover barely did anything with the story, but the story was so clearly written around it. And don't make me hurt. And don't make me hurt you. Just tell me why you attacked me. I gotta do what I gotta do. And you don't have to know why. Okay, bonehead, you said your piece. You made your decision. Now you'll live with it. Not easy hitting someone who isn't there, huh? All right, you can glide up above me. Big deal. You got to come down to earth sometime. In fact, I ain't waiting around for you to lose and to lose attitude. My court will bring you down. And happy landings, big man. Now you're on my turf. Look, while I can catch my breath, level me with me. This is some kind of college initiation, right? You couldn't have been more wrong. Oh, come on. Okay, it's time to stop kidding around. Hey, if you won't talk of your own volition, then I'll have to make you talk. Okay, wait. Batman can only glide. How did he take off like that?
Maybe it's some new upgrade.
They don't mention it.
Well, yeah, that's okay. Suspension of disbelief goes only so far.
Yep. This ain't a game anymore, kid. Nobody's gonna make a punching bag out of Batman. I gotta hand it to you. Oh, that's it. I gotta hand it to you. Not many people could have given me such a fight, but now I want some answers. I want to know why you tackled me. Forget it, big man. And just because I'm down don't mean I'm licked. Okay, then we'll have to do it the hard way. What? Shots from the street below. What's the matter, masked man? Looking for an excuse to chicken out? Yeah, kid, I'm scared. Yeah, I'm scared stiff of you. Or it could be and there's something going down that really needs my attention. Without wings, ain't no way I can't get down there fast enough. But it don't matter. I won't be hard, and he won't be hard to find again. I gotta find him, or else. No, don't want to think of it. There's a Robin. Funny how I see him almost everywhere I go. It was on account of one day that he got my name. I can still remember those early days at the orphanage. The day they told me I was left on a doorstep. My parents must have hated me to do something like that. And someday I gotta find out why. It seems to be in perfect health. Why would anyone abandon such a great-looking boy? They said I was a real good boy. Yeah, if that good it did me. They named me Robin because of the bird that flew in and stayed on my crib. Lucky for me, it wasn't a vulture. They couldn't believe I was walking and talking in 2 months. Personally, I don't know why it took me so long. I got stuck thinking about those days at the orphanage. Sooner or later, I'll find out who put me there. Right now, I got a job to do. Reverend Darrk, how'd you know I'd be here? I know everything. Did you accomplish your mission? No, not yet. Batman got away this time, but don't worry, it won't happen again. I do not worry. Look at me, Robin. I have a new assignment for you. Later, Dark said these people are evil, that they deserve to be robbed. Ain't no place I can't break into. It's almost too easy. They don't look so evil to me, but if Reverend Dark says so, because he's the only one who can help me, I gotta do whatever Dark says. You have done well, Robin. Yeah, but why do I have to steal so much? It will all be explained in due time. That's what you always say. You're tired. You must rest. We shall speak again tomorrow. It's always tomorrow, but I gotta go along with him. He's my only hope. Another Robin. Every time I see one, it takes me back to the orphanage. Why can't I ever get it out of my mind? All the times I was there, I always felt different from the other kids. He just sits there and sulks, won't play with anyone. In time, he'll grow out of it, but I didn't grow out of it. There's a movie tonight, Robin. Want to see it? No. It's a waste of time to ask that loser. Lots of other kids got adopted, but no one was interested in me. No one wants me. No one will ever want me. After a while, I knew I'd be in that place till I grew up. I don't care. I don't need parents. I don't need anyone. I'm the oldest one here. Sooner or later, all the others will get homes, families. Yeah, like I care. Sooner or later, I'll be old enough to pack up and leave. Can't keep me here forever. There was one girl, never found out who adopted her or where she was sent. Oh, here's Dark again. I have a new task for you, Robin. You're not going to ask me to rob a bank, are you? No, boy. Reverend Dark does not ask. I command. So in other words, yes. I love that. You're not going to ask me. I wasn't going to ask. I'm commanding you to do it.
Yeah, but hopefully he does it the smart way instead of...
Not really.
Okay.
When I look into those burning eyes of his, there's no way I can refuse what he has. So I might as well get it over with. I can tell the guard doesn't like my looks. That's his hard luck. Do you have an account here? I'm thinking of opening one up. One fast dirt punch is all it'll take. Listen up, all of you. Nobody move. Unless you want me to snap his neck like a chicken. Put your hands down, dummy. I ain't got a gun. Now you're gonna walk. Now you and me are gonna walk nice and slow towards the vault. I'll tell you what to do when we get there. Well. I was hoping we'd meet again. I'll play it cool for a while and see what happens. Okay, this is the first time we've properly seen Wayne by another artist without the mask on.
Yeah, and he looks
like what's his name?
I was thinking about the age thing and how old he will be.
You've seen Mission Impossible, right? The Mission Impossible movie.
Most of them, yeah.
I'm just
Ving Rhames.
It's like Ving Rhames, doesn't he? Well, once he had the mustache, I mean.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like that a little. Sounds like something's going out there. Naturally, honey, there's a whole floor full of tellers and customers. No, she's right. There's some sort of commotion out there. And should we hit the alarm? We can't be sure. Or someone might be starting a ruckus because he thought the ATM machine was a Coke machine. What? It might have been someone high or something.
Yeah, it's LA.
Stay near the panic button. I'll sneak up and take a look at you. Oh, it was Beth. I remember the first time I met her back in the orphanage. Never heard the Robin sing that way before. Like it's trying to tell me something. That's when what?
So many anime flashbacks.
I know. And that's when I first saw Beth. She's from outside, trained to be a social worker, and she ain't any older than me. And we're delighted to have you with us, Beth. Of course, you'll get school credit for the time you're here. I couldn't stop looking at her, and her voice, it was like an angel. Hello, you must be Robin. I've heard about you. You've been here such a long time. She was friendly, wanted to be helpful, but I was tongue-tied, didn't know what to say. She saw how uptight I was. She was smart enough not to push it. We can talk later, Robin. She was only there a couple of weeks. I couldn't stop following her, watching her, wishing I had the nerve to speak to her. Why do I climb up like a dummy every time she's near me? It tore me up when I saw her talking to any other guy. Why do I feel like this? What's got into me? When it was time for her to return to school, I didn't have the nerve to say goodbye. Now, wait a minute. Earlier you said it was someone that was adopted.
Yeah. Not working in the...
A little slip up there. And we've seen the little slip ups here and there.
This is something. This is like a. Was this also done with the Marvel method?
Yep, all of them were.
Okay. There is a dialogue mistake.
Yep.
Something that slipped through the cracks.
Yep. And now she was here. All I could think was to say, "Hello, Beth," and he let the cop go. What happened? What are you doing here? What's going on? Can't go through with it. Not with her here. Gotta get away. What happened? Pardon me, miss. You know that young man? Yes, I do. I mean, I did. That is, I thought I did. I knew him briefly when he was at an orphanage. I liked him, but it was obvious he was trouble. I'm afraid that's all I know. There's more to that boy than anyone suspects. There has to be a reason why he attacked me before. And I'm going to learn what that reason is. It wasn't Wayne Williams the kid was after. It was Batman. And Batman doesn't like unfinished business. I used to hope and pray that I see her again, but not like that. What am I doing? Why am I doing it? Why do I keep feeling like someone's messing with my head? If I could just remember how it started. Maybe it was when Beth went away. I'll never forget how I felt, like I was torn up inside. I threw myself into studying bodybuilding, extreme sports, anything to exhaust me, stop me from thinking, anything to make me forget that Beth had gone. Then came the day when he arrived. He was the personal representative of Reverend Dominic Darrk. He brought Christmas presents for the kids and the staff. Just a token of appreciation for the Church of Internal Empowerment. Please extend our deepest gratitude to Reverend Darrk. Now that you've met our children, here's our oldest one. His name's Robin. Hello, Robin. Hello. I have a gift for you too, young man. Something about him made me feel clammy, like I stepped on a nest of worms. I don't need a gift. Please forgive Robin's lack of manners. I don't know what's gotten into the boy. Reverend Darrk teaches us never to take offense. But I would like to know more about Robin. What else can you tell me? Nothing lasts forever. Finally, I was old enough to leave the orphanage. At last, I'll be on my own. Everything felt weird, unreal. I had no plans, nowhere to go, nothing to do. Shouldn't they at least help them get someplace to get started? Not just let them walk out the door?
Yeah, should get like.
I think he snuck out. Knowing him, he snuck out. I think he snuck out on his last day.
That's what it likely was, yeah. Otherwise, they would have probably set him up with a job, a low-paying job, but a job nonetheless. Some entry level, and maybe some place that
like a community group or whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
Yep. Every girl I saw made me think of Beth. Wonder if I'll ever see her again. Hey, never saw you around here before. You was the Clutch Street gang? I ain't was no one. Who's the creep trying to move in our turf? Coulda, guys. He didn't do anything. He won't be able to do anything when we're done with him. Lucky for me, there were only 5 of them. And what's that crud about protecting your turf? I wouldn't take it on a bet. And where'd you ladies learn to fight? In sewing school? Hey, where you going? I'm just getting warmed up. Wow, where'd you learn to fight like that? I watch the Three Stooges a lot. What I'm doing here, and what am I doing here anyway? Wait, what's your name? What's the difference? Fingers Deli, Robinson, Inc.
Yeah.
So this is what I waited for all these years. Big deal. Still no family, no friends, nothing. Hey, look, it's Batman. Batman. I used to read about him. And just some headline-grabbing clown in a corny costume. Used to read. It hasn't been that long. Probably mean just recent used to read, just recently. But again, the phrasing is off.
Oh.
Now back to the present. Reverend Darrk's waiting for me. I'll have to take a shortcut. Hold it, tough guy. We gotta talk. There's something about you that doesn't compute. And I'm gonna find out what it is. A little dose of truth serum will do the trick. All right, spill it. How'd you get him mixed up with Darrk? What kind of hold does he have over you? Talk, boy. I'm waiting. It's hard to remember. Wait, it's coming back to me now. The day after I left the orphanage, I saw martial arts. And that's for me. The instructor was some kind of psychopath. He wasn't teaching the kids. He was trying to hurt them, and he was succeeding. Hi-yah! Yeah, I've heard there are some places like that. Where they use it as an excuse just to be roughhousing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, yeah.
Yeah. This your school, lady? Why'd you let that butcher beat up the kids that way? Got no choice. He scared all the other instructors away. You got a big mouth, pretty boy. I think I'll close it for you. I'll close it for you. I was hoping you'd say that. I mean, come on and get it, sucker. And better pay and brave and that your insurance is all paid up. Chunk. I wish it could have lasted longer, but I had to settle for what I could get. I forgot to ask. What do I owe you for the lesson? Tell you what, just put it on my tab. Looks like you'll be needing a new instructor. Seems that way. Got anyone in mind? Maybe if you twist my arm, the job's yours, but the window comes out of your first paycheck. After that, everything was cool for a few days until a new notice on the bulletin board. Just what I was looking for. Orphans. Let Reverend Darrk help you find your parents. A little too simple, if you ask me.
Yeah, that's like very hastily done. Like in Finnish, we have this saying, "Juosten kustu," which is like a speed while running. It looks like it was done like speed while running.
Right. I knew I had to see that guy Dark right away. Use your head. Use your head, kid. It's too much of a coincidence. That nose was planted for you to see. Has he found your parents yet? Come to think of it, no. Right. It's a setup. You've been a fall guy. But why? Why go to all that trouble for me? That's what we got to find out. Tell me what happened when you went to see him. Yeah, I still remember it. It all seemed kind of strange. Dark's church was like the most impressive thing I've ever seen. Kept wondering where all the money must have come from. As I headed in, I saw Robin. He was singing, almost like some kind of warning. Seems like I'm seeing Robin. I don't get it. It's like the biggest church in the world, but there's no one here. Then finally, you are welcome here, Robin, as are all who seek truth and empowerment. We'll find out who this lady is in the next one. Okay. She's going to be a new character. And how does she know my name?
Someone.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Okay.
We were expecting you, Robin. Thank you, Morgana.
Hold up. Phone. Oh. Mute me.
Yep. Hold on.
Moi.
Wait.
Joo.
There we go.
Yeah, my sister's going to pick up something eventually.
All right. They said, thank you, Morgana. I'll take it from here. Your aide said you can help orphans find their parents. Your ad. Not I, my boy. I am but a servant of our exalted masters, Reverend Darrk. It is he who can do the impossible. You are extremely fortunate, for he personally will help you. He ushered me into Reverend Darrk. From then on, it's all blurred. He waved his hand and kept saying some crazy words. All the time, I kept staring into his eyes. And when he was finished, I knew I had to obey him. You possess great skill and strength for one so young, but those who serve me need far more than that. And mark you well, Robin. Serve me you shall. By the shadows of night, by the thorns of the rose, by the clutch of the darkness, it is Robin I chose. Now grant me him the power to vanquish my foes. It is done. Stand you forth now, Robin. Prepare for your first task, my ultimate warrior. There is one whom men call Batman. You will find him and destroy him. Well, I found you, and you took a lot more destroying than I counted on. It's clear to me now. You were a cat's paw. Dark used it to get to me. Nobody's going to use me and get away with it. It's time for to pay the Reverend a visit. Care to come along? Try and stop me. Freedom of religion is one thing, but Dark's used it as a pretext to attain his goals. What goal is that? That's what I've got to find out. Dark must have hypnotized me, messed with my head, but I feel like it's wearing off. He has power, or like that. He has power that we can only guess at. In all his services, the word God is never mentioned. Whatever his ultimate objection may be, he has enough power and money and power to... Wait, there he is. Let us wish to rejoice, for I have created my ultimate warrior. He shall be the first of an army of warriors, and each prepared to give their lives in the service of our cause. Remember ye thy sacred oath. Power is great. Power is all. We are destined to conquer. All others must fall. I preach to thee not of love and charity. Unto ye I do say, the world belongeth to him who doth wield ultimate power. Yea, the power is mine, as the world shall be mine. And yea, who follow shall share in the glory forever and evermore. Power is great. Power is all. We pledge thee our hearts, our lives, our very souls. Hold, I sense now the presence of non-believers. They who believe and they who believe not are enemies. Enemies deserve no mercy. I see thee, pagan, ye who have come with evil intent. No sanctuary shall ye find in the Church of Internal Empowerment. We're surrounded. Tell me something I don't know. Let us smite the intruders. And anyone's going to smite anyone around here, it'll be me. When'd you learn to fight? In kindergarten? Hey, Batman, you picked a great time to let out on me. Simmer down, Junior. You fight your way, I'll fight mine. Okay, Flyboy, I'll match you for who robs the most creeps in the next 10 seconds. Whoa, bet you that's smart. And one girl, heavily wrapped in her own thoughts, is oblivious to the battle. Until, where is everybody? That noise, all that commotion, where is it coming from? Almost sounds like a riot. It does sound like a riot. I hope nothing's wrong with Reverend Dark. Oh, have to get help. The police. I'll call the police. Sirens, the police are coming. It is not yet time for our ultimate confrontation. Let the fighting cease. They've opened the escape portal. Go quickly before the mystic mist shall fade away. And did you see that? Some kind of portal just opened right in thin air. Everyone's escaping through it. Let's go after them. Cover your eyes. The light will blind you. The portal's closing. I can feel it. They're gone. You sure got a gift for saying what everyone can see. But where'd they go? That guy Dark is some kind of magician. I'm afraid he's much more than that, kid. Uh-oh. I hear the police. How can you? And you're not. There's something in like a herd of elephants. Look on the floor. That shadow looks like the wings of some giant bird. You guys are imagining things. There's nothing here. And we got out of there just in time. Never mind the chatter. Just drop me, and just don't drop me. And this is the female who called us. But when we got to the church, there was nothing going on. It was just a false alarm. We don't take kindly to people who play pranks, miss. It wasn't a prank, honest. Batman and someone else were fighting a gang of monks inside a church. I'll let you off this time, but any more calls like that, you'll tell it to the judge. All is clear. The police are gone. The police are gone. You fight pretty good for a big mouth, swell-headed kid. Damn straight, I could probably whip your butt. If you drop that chip on your shoulder long enough to listen, and Dark isn't beaten. That was only the first round. So what? Who's keeping score? And what I'm trying to say is, working together, we might be able to stop him before it's too late. How about it? Want to be partners? Me team up with a nut who dresses like a bat? Forget it. I ain't looking to be no comic book teenage psychic. Everyone I ever trusted turned out to be a fink. I don't need anyone. Dark can take a flying leap for all I care. All I want to do is learn who my parents were. But maybe I can help you. I don't need no help from nobody. I'm Robin. I'm the best there is. And ain't nobody going to stop me from what I got to do. Do what you must, Robin. Our paths will cross again. Was he on the street? What is an orphan? A kid without parents, soul work searching for guidance, or a self-reliant one? Then again, perhaps there are truly no orphans or on Mother Earth. What is an orphanage? A clean, warm substitute for home, longing yet removed caregivers who create an extended family, who are the friends of an orphan, an insider with a common bond no one else can understand, a sister to share secrets and dreams, and brother to share childhood triumphs and traumas and tragedies. Oh, hold on a second.
Huh.
This got something started the premiere. I forgot to get set up for.
Yeah, you have the something that's coming out today.
Yep. So get me a moment.
Funny thing about that, I don't need help from no help from nobody. It's a double negative.
I know, but that's a common American type of.
Yeah, it is. It always reminds me of that one scene with Jason Statham where he alt-right calls it it being a double negative and what it actually means.
Right. Just a moment, and let me just head to the other room and take care of it over there too.
Mm-hmm.
I hate when I keep on muting it, but then for some reason mute still turns back on. All right, just a moment.
All these extras and none of the extra scenes. Yeah, the deleted scenes are obviously on the other version.
I'm back.
Yep.
All right. So anyway, Bess, wow, it's been a long time. I need to talk to you about Robin. It's so sad. Sometimes we fail to reach an orphan, no matter how hard we try. It doesn't figure. Something's not right. Let's play cops against robbers. Nah, that's dumb. Come on, Bess. He was a loner, always getting into mischief. Still, I'd like to speak to the kids he grew up with. How about playing Batman against Robin? Robin? You mean the super bank robber guy? Sorry, they were adopted. And no, I remember there were two others never adopted. Mark and Tommy. I'll be Batman. You can be Robin. No fair. Just because I'm little and littler, I gotta be the bad guy? We've had so many Marks and Tommys that I couldn't possibly forget. Now with bizarre names you give your orphans, I'm not leaving until I see Mark, Merlin, and Tommy tomorrow. Let me check. I'll be right back. Madam Xanadu. Ha! There's a woman here. Beth. She was a volunteer. She's very suspicious. Asking about Robin and wanted to talk to you. Now, I like how you see her here and then.
Huh.
Kind of reminds me of Fairy Godmother from Shrek 2.
Yeah.
Jennifer Saunders, kind of, looking sweet and innocent and showing what a witch she is.
Yeah.
Of course she's suspicious. Thanks your utter nervelessness out there. Imbecile! But she insists she won't leave until she talks to Mark and Tommy. She wants Mark and Tommy? I'll give her Mark and Tommy. She's suspicious? I'll give her something to be suspicious about, starting with your sudden disappearance. The portal. But why? It'll bring Mark and Tommy back home to us in exchange for you. Where are you sending me? A place where imbeciles. Someplace dark, I would suspect. Very, very dark. We're back. Well, duh. Except on Quite, it's that girl, Beth, who's always hung around. She had problems, right, Madame Xanadu? And quite the pest, Mark. She wants to ask you some questions regarding Robin. And what do you want us to tell her? Why, the truth, my dear. Nothing but the truth. Madame Xanadu, hello. I was chatting with, yes, but he had promises to keep, so I found you and who you were looking for. Tommy, I need your help. And you and Mark grew up here with Robin. He's done something bad. I saw him. I just can't believe he's capable of. Oh, Bess. Robin was always such a loner and always a real jerk. Never got with the program. Remember that time he even refused the Reverend's Christmas present? He told the head of the orphanage to go to hell. Wait, a Reverend is the head of this orphanage? I thought it was a public institution. No, it's always been owned by the church. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and the background is
and what church? Which Reverend? At the same Reverend Father who named us when we came to the orphanage. I always wondered about the unusual names all the kids here had. Robin, because Robin hung out on his crib. I became Tommy because I was a tomboy. And tomorrow, because that's the day he was always promised I'd be adopted. What about you? And you? Why did he name you Mark Merlin? Who gives a damn? Maybe my real father was Merlin the magician, you think? Mark, look, Mark, I'm not here to hassle you. What church and reverend controls this orphanage? I'll speak directly to him about Robin. You're either too smart or not smart enough for your own good, Beth. It's the Church of Internal Empowerment, and the Reverend is Dark, with 2 R's. Well, it's been marvelous chatting, Beth, and I'm certain you'll find all the answers you need to feel better about yourself. Have a nice day, dear. Well done, acolytes. She's no threat to us. Yeah, that's a bit cringy. Just push her out and act like, okay, she's gone. Like, again.
She's definitely out there with the other ear against the door listening in.
But again, knowing some churches or places, buildings like that, some doors can be so thick you can't hear.
Yeah. Well, the keyhole is also there. It's a hollow enough point that you could hear something.
Yeah, but anyway, now I have news for you from the Reverend. Just as he is proud of you two, and Reverend Dark is most disappointed in Robin. All right, hush. He's empowered that boy and the brat turned on him. But you two might also be empowered, and you'll bring Robin back into the fold, no matter what. Great. First time he hasn't favored Adam Strange over me, just because Adam's his son. Adam Strange is dead, and you should know he was not Reverend Dark's most favorite prodigy anyway. He has another? There could be another destined to inherit Dark's growing kingdom on Mother Earth. I'll have your new assignments tonight. Now finish your chores. This isn't a resort spa. I knew it. Somehow I knew it. I always got special treatment from him. It's me. The Reverend Father is my father. I'm the true son of Dark. He never said Dark's child was a son. So how was that?
Hard to say.
Not the greatest, not bad. There's not a bad book in any of these.
Yeah, no.
Weak, yes, but if I rank this is the second weakest next to Superman.
Yeah, it's like they haven't learned from the mistakes that the earliest issues had. But still,
it is based on the artist. It is based on what the artist gives them to work with.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't bad, at least. It wasn't that bad. It just wasn't that good either. I would say, and some of the artwork is hit and miss. It's serviceable. I would say some of the best artwork was Batman related.
Yeah, at least the John Byrne managed to make the costume look
both realistic and it's functioning.
Yeah.
It didn't look laughable. The only problem was the sudden flight.
Yeah.
That made no sense.
That could have probably made sense, like if there was a inner monologue box or something that acknowledged some.
I don't think Stan thought about that though. But I mean, now this stuff like thinking with a crank call that made sense.
Yeah.
That was believable there. But what do you think about this whole bit about, oh, this is how Stan Lee would have handled Batman and Robin? They wouldn't work together.
Yeah, well, maybe not work together or openly, but maybe keep in touch.
Yeah, but
that wouldn't be like the smallest thing that they could have done. That keep in contact with one another.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Robin is my least favorite of all of these characters. It just felt like he just felt too much of an edgelord. Wouldn't you agree? Didn't he feel that too much like an edgelord?
Yeah, even for an early 90s, and pretty much like a shonen character. Like all the flashbacks were like pretty much taken from any shonen anime.
Exactly, but you know, overall, it wasn't bad. Like I said, none of these. There's no bad book here. Oh,
yeah. Also, I kind of noticed that there was that one character who came to church and one day looked like a clean-shaven version of Raz.
It did, but we never get his name.
Or maybe.
And if you notice, they
reusing some model and
probably Byrne was notorious for that.
Yeah, on that panel there was.
Yep. Oh, which one? Oh, yeah, him. Yeah, he definitely looked like Raish. Man, we never see this guy again.
Yeah.
And I also noticed they never give a name to this old man here. In fact, like, I was waiting for, I was chatting with, yes, but he had promises to keep. They never ever mentioned the name of whoever this old guy is. Oh, the kids in the background arguing. Now, Mark Merlin and Tommy Tomorrow will play into things towards the end.
Yeah.
And Madame Xanadu. Okay, I gotta say, that's one of the interesting handlings of taking the name.
Yeah, because now that actually, it could also be the not just Granny Goodness, but also who was the Magan from Jason's post-crisis debut?
Yep. A little bit of that, but I do like that. That's like Madame Xanadu again. Perfect though, perfect choice for a villain name as well as a hero. And again, Mark Merlin, Tommy Tomorrow. I like it. Yeah, Tommy because she's a tomboy. I also like how she comes off like she's a sweetheart. She ain't.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Shows how well someone can draw them.
By the way, I love this little factor. It was a rare occasion that could prompt me to pass on working with Stan Lee. A testament to that may be, in fact, that I agreed to do a Just Imagine book, and the original project offer was Legion of Superheroes. I have no love for the Legion. They were mean to Superboy when I was like 8. I do not forgive. I think he's joking. When it became Robin, I feel like I had been rewarded for signing on purely on face. I don't buy that. I'm doing a Just Imagine Legion. Unless the original plan was to have them just be random, and then eventually it was decided in the planning stage, and they decided, let's make an actual narrative.
Yeah.
Which would explain a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, really good. But so yeah, next time we'll be going over Just Imagine Shazam. So yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.
And may your heart be in game.